Good morning. Hi. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood, although it's cloudy outside and I think it's 80% chance of rain, but it's about 9:30 in the morning and decided to get up and fulfill the customer's order early so I can get to the post office and get it shipped out. Um, love, 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 love what I do. Oh my gosh. This is a white tie affair blings, AWTA blings. I love creating beautiful rhinestone t-shirts. Bling is my thing. A white tie affair. Diamond is our logo, and our motto is offering a diamond lifestyle without living a diamond price. So everything is about bling. Love it. So had to have my morning coffee before I get started though. Excuse me. Mm, mm. I had to get that in me so that I can be effective in how I create this shirt. Um, Make sure it's beautiful. So what I'm doing, I've already pressed my shirt over just to get some of the moisture out of it. And not really going to tell you my whole process. I just want to chat. Just chat. I was on a trip this weekend. So what you're going to do is just watch me go through my process. But I'm making this beautiful LV Living Victoriously t-shirt, bling t-shirt. It is amazing. And that is my mantra for this year. 2020 vision. Living victoriously. That's it. Love, love, love it. So what I've done is already pressed over my shirt. I'm now getting the transfer centered on the shirt so that I can press it down and it will be complete. Just that simple. $1 billion industry in the t-shirt business. All I need is 1%. That's it. 1% of the billion. That's it. How difficult is that? Is that too much to ask? No, it's not. And it's totally doable. So, I think somebody asked me, how did I get started in this business? And it was very simple. I love t-shirts anyway, and I love the design. I just never thought I had the time to do it because I always thought it was so difficult to do. But a friend of mine is in the business. She lives in North Carolina. And I was watching her one day and I'm like, that's it? It's just that simple? As long as you got the right equipment? What? I can do that and don't have to pay that cost because I'm paying like $50, $60 for a t-shirt. I'm not gonna do that anymore, but I was doing it because it was what I wanted. And so invested $100 in a course, and an online course, as a matter of fact, taught me everything I needed to know in 2 hours. And I'm like, this was it. Just that simple. $1 billion industry. And it only cost me a $100 investment, and I did it. So for all of us that are always looking for multiple streams of income, because everybody needs additional revenue coming into the house besides your 9 to 5, your job, you're just over broke. So I absolutely adore. So I have taken my passion, which I have several passions, and I've taken each one of my passions and turned them into revenue generating sources, and it has been phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. So you guys just got to start thinking outside of the box. What do you love to do? What do you like? What do you give away? I used to give away my cookies, and then somebody said, well, you need to start selling these. Bright idea, I did. And I would have to take off the entire month of December in order to bake my cookies because people wanted to give them as Christmas presents. So that was very, very lucrative, but I lost my passion for that because my cookies had to be made with love. And once I stopped, something happened, and I know exactly what it was. I can pinpoint it. And the love just disappeared from my cookies. And so just take whatever you love and turn it into a revenue generating source. That's it. So I think we're straight. And so I may have to stop talking in order to make sure that I am absolutely straight on this because I do not want to mess up a shirt. Do not. So I think we're good. We are good. But anywho, I was traveling this week and something happened, something occurred that really messed with my head. It didn't get into my spirit as much because I rebuked it in the name of Jesus, by the way. And but it did get into my head and it almost messed me up. And I had to come and do some serious praying to alleviate that from my head, not my spirit, but my head. And then it had me thinking about how powerful our words are. And I consider myself a very strong person. And I don't get caught up in all of the what someone else's opinion is about me. Don't care. I really do care less. But it had me thinking about those people that aren't as strong as some of us are, who just don't give a care, just don't care, and we just gonna do our thing anyway. But there are other people that actually they don't know how to process when somebody says something negative to them. They take that, they allow that into their spirit, especially children, especially children. And so when this person said this one particular thing to me, it kind of took me back to my childhood. Not that I grew up in a loving family. Don't get me wrong, loving family. Always loved on. That's why we always loving on each other now. But there was an incident that happened that occurred from someone else when I was a child, and I remember how that made me feel. And it was somebody else's mama, and I'm like, how do you, how do you function with somebody talking to you like this? And what I mean, using profanity or calling them out in a derogatory way. Prime example: parents calling their children, cursing at their children to do stuff. Um, uh, Calling them out of their name, calling them stupid, dumb, whatever. Not that that is what occurred to me, but it just made me start thinking more in depth about how powerful people's words are. And I say all that to say, let's be careful how we talk to people. Let's be careful what we say to folks. I mean, be very, very mindful. And I know this person who said whatever they said to me, um, it wasn't anything derogatory. It was just the words they chose at that moment. And it brought on a negative connotation. And it could have affected my spirit poorly if I was not a spiritually grounded person. But it did get in my head. And I had to do some things to rebuke that out of me and to get me back on track, because it knocked me back for a moment. And like I said, it just had me thinking about how people talk to other people, especially to children. Let's be positivity, people. Let's be positive. Let's pour positivity into each other. Let's not be derogatory or negative. It's time out for all of that. Come on now. So here's the LV, Living Victoriously Transfer. And I am getting it positioned on the shirt so that I can press it and get it shipped out to my customer today before the rays come. If I can get this straight. So, we are centered. We are living victoriously. And that should be level. I'll tell you what, this is, yep, that's my guide. There we go. I knew there was a method to this. And we are straight. Now. I'm satisfied with that. Here we go. Okay. Yep. We are straight. Okay. We are straight. Just a little. There we go. Okay. Perfect. We are straight. We're even. Yes. Good to go. Alrighty now. So all I'm going to do, take my handy dandy heat press machine. I'm going to protect this shirt though. I'm using my Teflon sheet over the transfer so that we don't burn or nothing that may have melted on the top of the plate gets onto the t-shirt itself. We are good to go, and we're going to press. 19 seconds. Voila! Just as simple. Just as simple. Multi-billion-dollar industry in the t-shirt business. All I ask for is 1%. You know what? Even at this point, I'll take a 0.5% of $1 billion. What? And it is doable. And like I said, it was my $100 investment. I have made that back multiple times since I've launched January 1. I just take my little towel and rub the jewels in. Make sure they're stick. This shirt is so pretty. The iridescent rhinestones that are in this, that created this LV, and they're living victoriously outside in the sunlight. It glistens. It is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. So simple. So simple. Oh my. But anywho, there again, I love what I do. There again, I've taken all of my passions and turned them into profit, and that's a great thing, especially in this day and age. Single. I have nobody to back me up if something goes wrong or if I'm in need of something, so I always have to be mindful of my spending. So that's why I live on a budget. And I'm just going to press over again just to make sure. And I'm always looking for ways to generate funds. That's just me. That's just who I am. I can't depend on a 9 to 5 because they've let me down a number of times. And not because of me, because I'm talented like that, but jealousy. Like, what? And so because of the fact that I got tired of my stop this, of the office politics in my corporate life, I've just decided to do my own thing, and I've been happier for it. Very, very happy for it. So, oh yeah, I am still driving trucks though. Yes, I'm an 18-wheeler driver. This is so pretty. So pretty. So I'm just taking my towel and rubbing the jewels in to make sure that they stick. And I'm going to let this cool down for just a few moments before I peel it, the transfer sheet off. Just to ensure the jewels are definitely attached to the shirt. And then we'll be good to go. I can fold it and ship it out to my customer and they will be happy. Yay! I love, love, love. Anywho, there again, please be mindful how you speak to people, especially to children. Use positivity, put positive things into their spirit, encourage them to be greater than whoever they think that they could possibly be. Give them hope. We have definitely diminished our ability to give hope pour hope into people. And I realize that's what a lot of people need now. They need hope. Children, let's just instill in them that they are great. From the womb, they are great, regardless of who their daddy is. And then we're going to fault y'all parents for deciding to have children. Or you weren't thinking because you were trying to curb some urge, whatever, and you wind up getting pregnant. Okay, there are consequences to each step, everything that we do. So come on, be careful who you having babies by. And even if you bring a child into this life, let's not blame them for your mistakes, okay? Do not hate them. They didn't ask to be here. But you were entrusted to care for them because you brought them here, okay? And just be positivity. That's all. Just be positivity. Pour life into them. My granddaughter, little Calandra, you know that she's like, she's one of my 9 hearts, because I have my own heart. But then my grandchildren, I have 8 grandchildren, and she's one of my 8 additional hearts. And she, I had to scold her because of the report card that she brought home this past quarter. And I have never had to scold my granddaughter. And it was so bad. And all I did was told her what she's capable of, what we as her parents, as her community, as her village are expecting of her, and that how she disappointed us because we know what her potential is. And we give her, everything for the most part that she asked for, and all we ask is that she bring home great, wonderful grades. That's it. And just in the stern conversation, and I'm talking like I'm talking at this level too, but it was the tone of the words that I chose, and all she did was cry. And then my other 2 grandchildren were in the vehicle with us, and all I hear is sniffling from them too. They cried. Like, I wasn't even talking to them. But because of the fact that they heard, they were affected by my words. And because I was angry, but I did not use profanity. I don't do that when I'm talking to children. And it was just the point, the words that I chose, which scolded her, but I also turned it to a positive also at the end. And so just because usually the last thing that a person hears is what they remember, right? Yeah. So we turned that to a positive. And she's been doing great ever since. She's been doing great ever since. And every now and then they just need, kids need to be, need to understand there's an expectation for them, even as you. And the other two, because of the fact that they heard what she went through, they're not going to act up. No, they're good. Everybody's good. So there again, my experience this past weekend for my travel, and what somebody had put into my spirit kind of affected my head, not my heart, not my spirit. But I had to rebuke it and come and do some praying in order to get it out of my head, because I am great. Regardless of what anybody else thinks or what everybody says about me, I know I'm great. And I'm going to be unapologetically, unapologetic for it. Yes. What I do, that's me. So you do you. But in a positive way. Oh my goodness. But anywho, getting ready to peel my transfer film off and expose our beautifully designed shirt. And haha, looking good. Looking good. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love. And there's no jewels there. All the jewels are in the shirt. And I'm going to save this film for use for another time. There we go. And we're going to take our shirt off and see what we got. But it is beautiful. And here we go. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh my goodness. So pretty. Yes, yes, and yes. I know it's going to be backwards for you, but look at there. Isn't that gorgeous? Living victoriously. Yes, it is. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love. Ah, beautiful. So what I'm going to do is just press over just a little bit the shirt itself, not the transfer I just placed on. And get ready to fold it, package it, and ship it to my customer. This is awesome. This one is going to Colorado. And then I have another one that's going to Michigan, and another one going to Arizona. Yes. So this is awesome, awesome, awesome. Yay! Just gonna press over just a few seconds, and that's it. $1 billion industry. All I ask for is 1%. I'm putting it in the universe. It's gonna happen. So there again, be mindful of your words. Be careful how you speak to children. And be careful how you speak to adults, to each other. Because of the fact that some people are not spiritually grounded or easily can be knocked off of their game just by what you say. So just be careful. Be mindful, okay? That's all I ask. There again, I'm just going to press over the shirt and I'm good. And if you want to learn how to do this too, $100 investment, 2-hour online course can train you to be a part of $1 billion industry. Because everybody's wearing a t-shirt, right? Yes, everybody's wearing a t-shirt. So thank you so very much for watching and listening to me and taking it into consideration of being careful how you speak to people. I love you guys. Smooches. Mwah. Ah.